Oh my. Game number 3. And tonight the Los Angeles Dodgers are trying to survive. They are just like the Boston Red Sox in the fact that they really need this game to get back into this series. They wouldn't be eliminated after this game, but they really need this game to be back in this series. Cincinnati has won the other games by 2 runs, 3-1 in the first day, 5-3 in the second. And Jose Rio is going to start for Cincinnati here at Riverfront Stadium here in Cincinnati. Jose Rio. I mean, yeah, you have stats. I don't know. That's not 88. I don't believe that's 1988. But here we go. Here's Steve Sachs to start things off. Steve Sachs against Jose Rio. And Rio now. Swing and a miss. That'll be the first strike of the game. I'll be outside 1-1. Well, the Dodgers, they want to start off early and get a lot of runs. They know that that's big. Sachs, this will be to center field, and it'll drop for a base hit. So Steve Sachs, big for him. Franklin Stubbs. All right, Franklin Stubbs will be batting second, his first appearance in the postseason. Franklin Stubbs. Well, I mean, what a time to put it in. You need to move over Steve Sachs. Saski's at first base. He's really good for Cincinnati. And again, if this is going to be the way it is, it's going to be a boring, boring day. So here we go. Jose Rio, he's a right-hander to Stubbs, and that's going to be 2-0 outside. Really, if you're Cincinnati here in Riverfront, you want to get the first out. You want to get the first out. I mean, this is big. Jose Rio now. And that'll be a strike, 2-1. 2-1 to Stubbs. Sachs is an 85 speed. They take a strike. It'll be 2-2. Here in the first inning, 1 on, nobody out. Sachs on first. And it's going to be off the side here in Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati, the 2-2. Hard hit and foul. So Franklin Stubbs now. The 2-2 again. 3-2. Kirk Gibson is on deck. LA would like to come around and win this game like 7 or 8-0. They'd love to. Here in Cincinnati, they're down 2-0. This will be high and foul near the stands, and it will be a foul ball. Jose Rio. Oh, that's going to be high, pop fly, center field. But actually, Barry Larkin, the shortstop, will get it 1 out. You got the Dodgers, and says you have Sachs, Stubbs hasn't hit. Gibson, Marshall, Shelby hasn't hit. Sosha, Hamilton, Heap hasn't hit. And Alfredo Griffin. They don't have a home run yet in the postseason, the LA Dodgers. And that might change. Here's Kirk Gibson, 1 on, 1 out. for Jose Rio. And that'll be a strike. He takes it. Kirk Gibson hitting .250, 2 for 8 in the postseason. So Gibson will be outside 1-1. Lou Piniella. Piniella is, well, he knows this Reds team could do it. And they had a dream start. Oh, he's gonna drop it, and it'll be Sachs on second base. It's gonna be a pass ball there, Kirk Gibson. The pitch from Rio outside, 3-1. Mike Marshall on deck. 3-1. High pop fly, left field, and underneath making the catch, 2 outs. And Sachs will stay on second. Daniels, a good catch. Remember, he got hurt in the first game, and his replacement did really well. Here's Mike Marshall. He's been good. They might try and intentionally walk him because they don't want the runner at second scoring, but they get that, that's a strike. Yeah, he didn't like that. Mike Marshall, number 5. He's the 4th hitter. Jose Rio. And now you're not going to get that as a call. 1-1, game 3 of this 7-game divisional series. 1-1, and inside 2-1. 2-1 now for Marshall. Swing and a miss, it'll be 2-2. They got one more chance to try and get in Sachs. It'll be 3-2. Shelby. He got him to swing, and that's it. Oh, what an out that was. That was a big out. And we go to the bottom of the first inning. It's the Dodgers nothing, and Cincinnati coming to bat. Tim Belcher, 6'3", 220, age 26. He will come in his first appearance in the postseason. Here in game number 3. So Jose Rio got out of his jam. Let's see what Tim Belcher does. Pitching now. Barry Larkin, 286 now. And the Reds would like to get up early. They know the first runs are big, and that's going to be fouled off. 0-1. So Barry Larkin, great shortstop. He's had some great plays so far in this series. High into left field, and underneath it'll be 1 out. 1 out, nobody on. Larkin, Sabo, Cal Daniels, Davis, O'Neill, Saski, Ken Griffey Sr., Diaz, and Treadway with Cal Daniels. Was hurt in the first game. Hitting .304 in the postseason as a team. As Chris Sabo will be up to 22, a home run and an RBI. So the 1-0. Inside 2-0. He was 1 for 5 in the last game. He had a double. Again, the Reds won every game by 2 runs in this series. Up the middle and a base hit, and the Reds get on and they break the no-hit streak early on in the first inning. And Sabo, now this is a chance. Cincinnati gets one on, and let's see what they do with it. Here's Cal Daniels. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Daniels, 167. That's 2 of 14. 2 RBIs. Belcher, I wouldn't say this is any sort of a jam, but you get the throw to first. They go to Franklin Stubbs. Sabo is on first. That's going to be outside 2-0. 1 for 4, a big RBI in the last game for Cal. Again, the Reds won 5-3. Inside 3-0, Eric Davis. He's on deck. Daniels, a 3-0 to Daniels, and they walked him in 4. Tim Belcher is not having a good start. He did on the first batter, and the last 2, a hit and a walk, and here's Eric Davis. Davis with great speed, 1 out, swing and a miss. Oh, he knew that was coming, he just guessed wrong on the pitch. Big time for the Cincinnati Reds. Oh, he swung and missed again. It's not good enough to move him over. There is no sacrifice unless there's 1 out. The 0-2. Struck him out, 3 pitches, 3 swings.
Batting 6, the right fielder, Paul O'Neill.
Eric Davis. 3-3, and that's it. 2 outs, 2 on. And here's Paul O'Neill. Runs at a premium. 5 is almost guaranteed to win. And oh, that was a weird strike there. 375, no home runs, 2 RBI, but he's got 2 on here for Tim Belcher. Bottom of the first inning. 0-1, that'll be a hard hit. That's going to be a base hit. You're going to have 1 run in, and they might send a second. And let's see, Sabo coming around. It's going to be 2-0, and Paul O'Neill, another 2-run RBI like he had in game number 1. And what a big hit by Paul O'Neill. And he knows it. That was really big in a postseason where there have not been great amounts of runs anywhere.
The first baseman.
And it's already 2-0. And there's a Saski. So 2 outs. Belcher couldn't get Gibson, and that hurts. It's 2-0 Cincinnati. And that's going to be a strike, 1-1. 3 for 4, a home run and 2 RBI in the last game for Saski. And that's going to be out, down and low, 2-1. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Saski hitting 375. Down low, 3-2. They walk him. Belcher has had a terrible day. Wow, what a difference this is. What a difference this is. Ken Griffey now. 5 in a row. He's hitting 286. Yeah, his swan song here in Cincinnati. He'd love to have another world championship to go along with 75 and 76. That'll be a strike. 1-1, 2 outs. Griffey would like another base hit and maybe score 2 more. That's going to be to left field. They run in, and Gibson with the catch. Cincinnati, 2 runs. Paul O'Neill with a huge base hit. And the Reds have a 2-0 lead, and the Dodgers are feeling it. John Shelby. John Shelby now. Hasn't had a hit. Shelby claimed off waivers in 2022, they say. But anyway, Shelby This is 1988. I'm just reading anything now. 2-0. Dixon, Summerskill, Ferguson, and McDonald. Dixon, Carl Dixon is behind the plate. And what Cincinnati can't do is put base runners on for LA. It'll be 3-0. Scioscia's on deck. Jose Rio. This one will probably be right down the middle. And it isn't, but it's still a strike. 3-1. Young, that one, it's going to be foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That'll be fouled off again. A lot of pitches in this game. Right now the 3-2. It's ball 4, and John Shelby goes to first. So here is Mike Scioscia. So Scioscia will be in, and that's going to be a strike. He's a 250 hitter. This could be a big inning. The Dodgers want to get a run here, and that's going to be a strike. Now 0-2. The Dodgers want to get some back. The 0-2 and nobody out. Oh, he golfed that one, and that wasn't good. Mike Scioscia, the 0-2. And that's going to be a base hit. And let's see, with 78 speed, is he going to score? John Shelby, and he misplays it. He misplays it, and Shelby will score. It's 2-1. Oh, we talk about all the bounces really going the defense's way in the postseason, but this one bounces and makes it crazy. Watch this. He might have had a chance, and it bounced right past him. And now here's Jeff Hamilton, 429. Runner on second, and that's going to be a base hit. Scioscia's going to score. And it is 2-2. And the Dodgers worried that they would never tie it up, have tied it up before they got an out. 2 straight runs for the Dodgers. Jeff Hamilton with the game-tying RBI. And here's Danny Heap. He has yet to hit in the postseason. They're going to throw to second. Why in the world would you do that with a 41 speed? You're getting to a pitcher and you do that. Hamilton, oh my. Perfect. So now there's 1 out. And it's going to be outside 1-1. Jose Rio, it's 2-2 now. That'll be fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 with 1 out. That's going to be a base hit. 3 in a row. And if they wouldn't have tried to steal second, then all of a sudden you would have had 2 on with nobody out. So he gets his first base hit, and now there's concern. Jose Rio is reeling now. Alfredo Griffin. He's hitting 143, top of the second inning. Griffin. Let's see. There's 1. There's 2. They get out of the inning. Jose Rio gets out of it. But the Dodgers have tied it up at 2. Here's Bo Diaz. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Cincinnati a little shell-shocked, but Belcher still has to pick it up. And that's going to be to left field, and that's a base hit. This will go to the wall. No, it won't. Diaz will try and go to second, It's a spacious outfield, but he gets a double. Bottom of the second inning, Diaz to second. This game is a lot of offense. Jeff Treadway.
The second baseman, number 15.
That's going to be a swing and a miss, 0-1. Treadway hitting .429. So that's going to be nubbed off, 0-2 very quickly. Last game it was 2 for 4. He had 2 singles. Treadway hitting .429. 0-2. 1-2. Couldn't get him away. Nobody out. Belcher now to Treadway, the 1-2. Struck him out, and Treadway goes down. 1 out. And the second strikeout of the day for Belcher is Barry. He flew out in the first inning. Barry Larkin. And that's going to be a strike, 0-1. Barry Larkin. Oh, they caught the corner there. Quickly 2 strikes. Belcher has picked it up a little bit. But Larkin, he got him down 0-2. It's now 1-2. 2-2, Cincinnati runner on second. That'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bo Diaz is on second. Larkin, that'll be fouled off. 2-2, bottom of the second inning, 1 out. The pitch, and that's going to be fouled off again. Remember that you play 3 in a row, so if you burn your bullpen in the first couple games, you're going to have to pay for it. And that's going to be a base hit. No! And Steve Sachs with the catch. I thought that was going to be a base hit. And Chris Sabo now 1 for 1. He singled and ran. Has a run today. He scored 1 of the 2 Cincinnati runs. And it's going to be a ball outside. Belcher already thrown 36 pitches. That's what I'm talking about, the bullpens. They're going to be busted, and you're going to have no-name heroes. 2 balls, no strikes. The Dodgers 2, Cincinnati 2. Belcher, that'll be on the ground. This will end the inning, and the Dodgers get out of a big one. They gave up a double to begin the inning, but nobody scores. We go to the third. Here's Steve Sachs. He singled in the first. In the series, he's 2 for 9.
Number 3.
Steve Sachs. That's going to be a ball outside, 1-0. So Jose Rio kind of had problems the last time, straight up, and this is exactly what he needs, and that's 1 out. As a Reds pitcher that was struggling, that's exactly what he needs. And Franklin Stubbs, he popped out in the first. His only time at bat in the postseason. So Rio, outside 1-0. Here in the third inning. That'll be high, 1-1. 1-1, outside 2-1 with 1 out. The Dodgers 2, Cincinnati 2. 3-1. Kirk Gibson will be on deck. The 3-1. Swing and a miss there, so now it's a full count with 1 out. Rio to Stubbs. Struck him out, and there's 2 outs. That was big. That might have been ball 4. And if Stubbs would have been patient, he might be on with 1 out, but Stubbs strikes out, and here's Kirk. Kirk Gibson. 0 for 1 today, and he'll be fouled off down low. Gibson flew out in the first inning. He's only hitting .222 in the postseason. That's going to be high to left field and caught. Now that was a quick one, the first real quick inning we've had. We go to the bottom of the third, it's 2-2. Cal Daniels, 167 hitter. No home runs, 2 RBI in the postseason. And Belcher will start out to him. That'll be fouled off 0-1. Bottom of the third inning, the Dodgers 2, Cincinnati 2. The 0-1. That's going to be 1-1 to the outside. So Cal Daniels, 41st pitch. That'll be a strike, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Did he go? Yeah, he did, and they say he's out. Cal Daniels doesn't like it, but he sits down. And here's Eric Davis. With 1 out, Davis is fast. He might be able to bunt his way on. Here's Eric Davis. Davis, and you see 98 speed if this drops, but it won't. 2 outs.
The right fielder, number 21.
And it's going to be 2 outs. So Paul O'Neill, he had a double, and he has all the RBI. He's hitting .444 in the series. No home runs, 4 RBI total. And that's going to be a strike inside. 1 for 1 today. He had that base hit that scored both of Cincinnati's runs. The game was wild early, but it seems to be settling down. Quickly 0-2 to O'Neill. The 0-2. And that's going to be foul. It hits the ground. The 0-2, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Struck him out, and we end the third inning. At the end of the third inning, the score, the Dodgers 2, Cincinnati 2. Mike Marshall, he's 0 for 1, and he struck out in the first. To show you how good he is, he's 0 for 1. He's now hitting .500. At the top of the fourth inning, it's 2-0 Cincinnati in the series, 2-2 in the game. Last game he was perfect. 3 for 3, a double and an RBI. And a swing and a miss here, it'll be 0-2. You never know. You never know when a run will happen. You never know when the big play that'll change everything will happen. Minnesota had it fall their way. They're up 3-0 after winning every game by 1 run. Cincinnati's won every game by 2 runs. It'll be 2-2. On the ground. Sabo. Desaski, 1 out. So the game has settled down. Remember, the first couple innings, it was crazy. Hits all over the place. Now it's very defensive. John Shelby, he walked in the second inning. Both pitchers are getting their bearings back. That'll be hard hit and foul. Last game, Shelby was 0 for 4. Down below, Larkin, and he dropped it. That won't be an error. That'll be a hit.
The batter, number 14.
Riverfront Stadium here in Cincinnati. Such a big game, such a big series for both these teams. You know, the light at the end of the tunnel is still a faint light. When you get to the NLCS and ALCS, it becomes a lot bigger. Oh, that's going to be a base hit, and they're going to go to third. I don't know what he was doing over there. That was a double play ball to end the inning. It was a steal, and he put it through. It was a steal, and Barry Larkin had to cover second. So first and third with one out. Here's Hamilton. And Hamilton's 1 for 1, a single and an RBI. He's hitting .500 in the series. Sacrifice position at third. Broken bat caught. That's not going to sacrifice anyone. Oh my goodness, and it's going to be 2 outs. Danny Heap, he got his first hit in the second inning, and Rio, we're going to see if Jose Rio can get Danny Heap here. Hard hit right to Sabo, and that's the end of the inning. Wow, the Dodgers don't get anything, and he knows it. Asaski, Griffey, and Diaz coming up. The Dodgers kind of wasted that opportunity, and they know it. The Reds played good defense to get the outs. But now here's first baseman Nick Asaski, who's been unbelievable. He's an underdog for being an MVP in this series. A couple good games, he might do it. And that's going to be ball 1. Asaski, and to right field, 1 out. Well, both pitchers have settled down. I thought they'd be up to about 500 pitches by now. Ken Griffey Sr. 0 for 1. He lined out in the first. So Ken Griffey will be 1-0. Ken Griffey, he can pull and hit a home run. That's got to be high, not far enough. He's fast, 2 outs.
The batter, the catcher.
So Marshall with the catch now, 2 outs. Here's Bo Diaz. In the second inning, he doubled. I believe that's Cincinnati's last hit. Oh, and that's going to be foul. He fouled that off. Bo Diaz, the catcher, not Johnny Bench. All those years with Johnny Bench, 0-2 quickly. Bottom of the 4th inning, Diaz struck out, and we end the 4th. We go to the 5th now. The Dodgers 2, Cincinnati 2.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the shortstop.
Alfredo Griffin.
Griffin.
He's 0 for 1 here in the 5th inning. And Rio, that's going to be high ball 1. The Dodgers have been getting a lot more base runners than Cincinnati. The momentum is all Los Angeles's. That'll be on the ground. Hit on the ground. They pick it up. They throw to first. He's safe, though. And Alfredo Griffin gets on. It's a base hit. Watch this. It was a diving play. It just didn't get in the glove all the way. And it happens. Here's Steve Sachs. And that's going to be a ball inside. So he singled in the 1st inning. He's 1 for 2 today. Now Griffin is on first. They throw to second. They got, oh, he dropped it. He dropped it. Treadway is having a tough inning. The first one we'll give him credit for, but Alfredo Griffin was dead to rights right there. Oh, and he just dropped the ball. That might be an error. But he gave Griffin second base. Now all of a sudden they throw to second and he is safe. So Jeff Treadway. Are they going to bunt? It's going to be 2-1. They might bunt. They want to get a runner on third, play small ball a little bit. Rio. That'll be fouled off, 2-2. The Dodgers 2, Cincinnati 2. Top of the 5th inning. 3-2. Franklin Stubbs. High left field. This one is back. This one is off the wall. So 1 run is going to score. And there's still nobody out. It's 3-2 LA. Cincinnati 2 in the 1st inning. They haven't scored since. And the Dodgers make it 3-2. A high outfield wall. This guy's Steve Sachs is 85 speed. He can easily get to third. Stubbs on the ground. They'll throw to Rio, 1 out. But Steve Sachs will go into sacrifice position. And Kirk Gibson, 2 flyouts. He needs 1 here. And the Dodgers will have a 4-2 lead if he can get a flyout. Gibson. That'll be down below ball 1. They might intentionally walk him. They might do it. On the ground. They're going to score another one. It's 4-2. Gibson does what he needs to and gets the RBI. So the Dodgers have a 2-run lead now. Here's Spike Marshall. And that's going to be a strike. It gets back inside. It'll be 0-1. 2 outs, nobody on. The Dodgers now have scored 4 straight runs. And that'll be fouled off, 0-2. Jose Rio not the greatest today. He's top of the 5th inning, the 0-2. Down below 1-2. 2-2. The Dodgers 4, Cincinnati 2. Top of the 5th inning, the 2-2. 3-2. John Shelby is on deck. Marshall. Ball 4 and he walks him. So Marshall will go to first. Marshall an incredible batting average. John Shelby a single and he scored a run himself. You're in the top of the 5th with 2 outs. It's going to be outside ball 1. The Dodgers for Cincinnati, 2. Behind 2-0, and Rio cannot hit the strike zone now. He can't do it. That's going to be a strike. 2-1 now. 2 outs. Everybody was taking on that last one. Shelby hits it high. Sabo underneath. 3 outs. Oh, a multitude of things went wrong there, but the Dodgers now have a 4-2 lead. Jeff Treadway. He struck out in the second inning here in the bottom of the 5th. He had a tough last inning. His diving catch didn't come up. And then when they threw to second to get the easy out, he dropped the ball. So he didn't have a great last inning. Bottom of the 5th, 1-0, and it'll be 2-0. I would say that cost a run, that drop, but didn't cost the lead. 3-0. Now they got to go to Belcher. Belcher might also be struggling. And that'll be a strike, 3-1. So Treadway wants to get on. Belcher now, the 3-1. Oh, they call that a strike. And now Treadway has to deal with the full count. Full count, nobody out. Right down the middle, and Treadway's going to fly out to center field. There it is, 1 out. It's right down the middle, he gave it to him. But now Barry Larkin will be up. He's 0 for 2, he flied out and he lined out. Barry Larkin, 1 out, and that's going to be a swing and a miss there, 0-1. Down low, 1-1. 1 out. The Dodgers for Cincinnati, 2. 2-1. Three and 1. Chris Sabo is on deck. And they walk him. So 1 on with 1 out. Barry Larkin will be on first. Here's Chris Sabo. He's 1 for 2. He has a single and he ended up scoring a run. In the bottom of the 5th inning, they're not going to go. One and 0 with an out. They're stealing. This is going to be hit to right field and caught. 1 out, 2 outs now. Well, Cincinnati, they would like to, their pitching is going down a little bit. They would like to get some runs now. They're going to steal second. He is out. Barry Larkin is caught stealing second. And Mike Scioscia, what a throw there. Oh, close. Tim Burtsis, 1 game, 1/3 of an inning. A walk. Righties hate him. Lefties absolutely love him. But Tim Burtsis will come in here in the top of the 6th inning. So 5 innings for Jose Rio. And they say, no way are they going to make him pitch to Mike Scioscia. Scioscia is 2 for 2 today, and that's going to be a strike. Burtsis only came in so far for 1/3 of an inning. He hasn't given up an earned run. And that'll be fouled away quickly, 0-2. Cincinnati needs to get some first batter outs. Struck him out. It hit the ground. They got to throw it to first. They do. 1 out.
third
Jeff
base.
Hamilton, 1 for 2.
Hamilton.
And Hamilton is 1 for 2 today. 1 out, and that'll be outside ball 1. Now the Dodgers looking to add on. You never know when you start pitching changes. You might be playing great, then all of a sudden there comes somebody who can't do a thing. Oh, he nubbed it. Oh, he didn't even run. He didn't even run. He thought it might have been foul or something or upset Hamilton, and that's 2 outs. Danny Heap. You don't run because you think you're going to be safe and beat it out. You run to force an errant throw, so people got to rush. And that'll be fouled 0-1. So Heap got his first hit of the postseason today. And he ended up 1 for 2, and that's going to be a strike 0-2. Oh, 2 to Danny. He'll be 1-2 down low. Wanted him to chase. Danny Heap 1 for 2. It is 1-2 on him with 2 outs. That's got to be outside 2-2. The 2-2 to Danny. On the ground. And Saski, that's going to be out number 3. Well, the Dodgers still have a 4-2 lead. It's Daniels, Davis, and O'Neill coming up. Kyle Daniels 0 for 1, a walk and a run.
For the Reds, the left fielder, Al Daniels.
Here's Cal Daniels. Give me high ball 1. Cal 0 for 1 today. That's going to be a hit. This will be to the outfield. Daniels will go to at least second. And the bounce is a little favorable as Daniels will start off with a double. And that might be a spark they need. It's been a while since they've been in scoring position. And right to the outfield, you can see Daniels. Oh, that's big. They started out. Here's Eric Davis, nobody out.
Number 44, Eric.
And it'll be 1-0 inside. Davis is 0 for 2. He struck out and he lined out. The Dodgers 4, Cincinnati 2. Low ball 2. Last game 1 for 4 and a single. That's going to be a strike 2-1. Two and 1. Oh, I thought that would be 3-1, but it's 2-2. Eric Davis. High pop fly, but they're not going to move over Daniels. And that's going to be 1 out.
The right fielder, number 20.
Kind of a missed opportunity. Here's Paul O'Neill. 1 for 2 today. Bottom of the 6th. And that's going to be ball 1. 1-0. It was 2-0 Cincinnati in the series and 2-0 in this game. Oh, they throw it into center field, but Daniels cannot go, and the throw, he doesn't go. He was sliding back. The 1-0, and O'Neill will foul that off. Bottom of the 6th inning. 1-1 with 1 out, and that's going to be inside 2-1. It's talked about the light at the end of the tunnel, you know. Here it's survival, then you see it in the semifinals, and then in the finals you're playing for the light. And right now the Dodgers are trying to get that first win to get momentum so they can see a little bit. O'Neill, left field, looks like it might be in a gap, and it's going to be caught, 2 outs. John Shelby, a couple good catches. And here's Nick Hisaski. He walked in the first. And this is big for Hisaski. Bottom of the 6th inning. And that's going to be a ball 1-0. Hisaski has been surprisingly clutch in the first 2 games. And that's going to be fouled back, 1-1. Nick Hisaski, 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. It'll be 1-2 with 2 outs. And now they're down to their last strike. Belcher's been in for a long time. And he might be able to get Hisaski. He does, and that's the end of the 6th. A leadoff double goes to waste. And Hisaski strikes out. It's the Dodgers 4 and Cincinnati 2. Seventh inning, Alfredo Griffin. Here's Alfredo Griffin. So we begin the 2nd inning, and that's going to be on the ground. Treadway to Hisaski, 1 out. Bertzes is still in as the pitcher. So Treadway got a handle on that. Here's Steve Sachs, 2 for 3. A double, a single, and an RBI. 2 of his 3 series hits have been today. So he's really getting a lot hotter. And that's going to be ball 1 down below. For the Reds, you have Rob Murphy and Frank Williams warming up. And again, if you're the Reds, I mean, you don't want to burn your bullpen out. Bertzes. And that's going to be down low, 2-0. I don't know if he'll be available tomorrow if they need him, or the next game, or whenever that is. The 2-0. 3-0. Stubbs is on deck. But this belongs Steve Sachs, 2 for 3 today. The 3-0. 3-1. 3-1 now to Steve Sachs. Nobody on, 1 out. On the ground, Sabo hits it. He'll throw to first. He's safe. And I don't know. That can't be an error. That is an error. I think it's an error on the throw. I don't know. No. I think there would have to be an error initially. I don't know. That was a hard hit. If you're not going to give Keith Hernandez one for the New York Bats, whenever the Pirates just had a rifle shot right to him. But here's Franklin Stubbs now. 1 out. And that's going to be a strike. 1 on, 1 out. Stubbs is 0 for 3 today. It's his first postseason game. They throw to first. They get him in a rundown. They get him. 2 outs. They were looking to move him because Stubbs is 0 for 3 today, and they knew it. 0-1 with 2 outs. Be up and high, 1-1. Franklin Stubbs. 1-1 now with 2 outs. Bertzes. Will be fouled away, 1-2. Tim Bertzes. 1-2. He'll be fouled off again. 1-2. Struck him out, and we go to the bottom of the 7th inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7th inning.
Bottom of the 7th inning. It's the Dodgers 4 and Cincinnati 2. So here's Ken Griffey Sr. He's 0 for 2. He flew out and he lined out.
The designated hitter.
And Ken Griffey, if he can get on early, that would be big. The last inning they had a double with nobody out, and it went nowhere. Alejandro Pena and Jesse Orozco are warming up. Remember seeing Alejandro Pena before. Oh, and it's going to be a strike, 1-1 to Griffey. They didn't like that. It was a high one like they called on Asaski. That one was inside. They jammed him. That's going to be 1 out. Cincinnati is starting to run out a number of outs. They scored the first 2 of the game, and the Dodgers scored the last 4. Bo Diaz. He had a double. 2-0 to Diaz. They're a little bit wondering. Belcher is still in the game. And Diaz, that's going to be foul. Oh, right near the pitcher. 2-1, 1 out. Swing and a miss there. Now it's 2-2. The 2-2 to Diaz. He reached for that, and he's going to get out 3rd to 1st. That's not even a question on that. 2 outs. So Diaz knows where his mistake happened. Here's Jeff Treadway. He struck out, he flew out. He's had a tough night. Cincinnati wants to get a run because they know 1 run is a lot easier to get than 2. Treadway to right field, and underneath they make the catch. We go to the 8th inning, the score. The Dodgers 4, Cincinnati 2. Take a look at some of the stats so far. I will be right back. I need to get a glass of water. As Rob Murphy comes in, 1 game, 1 inning. His ERA is 9, giving up 1 run, 1 strikeout, no walks. Righties love him, lefties adore him. And Rob Murphy, take a look at everything right now, and I will be back in 1 second. All right, I'm back. Top of the 8th inning now. The Dodgers have a 4-2 lead on Cincinnati. Here's Kirk Gibson. And that's going to be a strike right down the middle. 0 for 3 today is Gibson. Murphy, the new pitcher for Cincinnati. A swing and a miss there, 0-2. You got to be delicate when you're dealing with the bullpen for the Dodgers. That's why they're sticking as much as they can with their starter. Struck him out, and he's 0 for 4. And Gibson has not had a good good game at all.
Now batting.
You
Right
can
fielder.
see here, there's one. There's 0 and 2. Oh man, 1, 2, and 3. Oh. Swing and a miss there wasn't good. Here's Mike Marshall. Outside ball 1, 1-0. Marshall's 0 for 2, a walk in the 5th. His average has dropped to 444. 1-0 in the 4th inside 2-0. Top of the 8th inning. 4-2. It'll be 2-1. For Cincinnati, they were hoping to get the win and go 3 up on the Dodgers. They still can do it, but they only got 6 more outs to do it. The 2-2. Struck him out, and Marshall goes down. That's going to be 2 outs.
Now batting.
If LA wins, that sets up a pivotal game forward. It's either going to be 2-2 or 3-1. And here's John Shelby. Top of the 8th inning. 2 outs, nobody on, and Shelby 0-1. Great defensive plays in center field. He also has a single. Only hit of the postseason. High into right field. It'll curve foul and be caught. What a catch by Paul O'Neill. A great catch in right field. Paul O'Neill, we go to the bottom of the 8th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Alejandro Pena, 6'1", 180.
Alejandro Pena.
He will come in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's Barry Larkin. They start at the top of the lineup, so if you're the Reds, this is your inning right here.
Barry.
Larkin, though, is 0 for 2. Inside ball 1. They want to start off and get somebody on with nobody out. Larkin, they have speed in the first part of the lineup. Larkin, that'll be fouled away 1-1. So it's all up to Barry Larkin to get things started here in the 8th. They don't want to go down. Nobody on, 1 out. That's what they don't want. That's going to be Larkin, the shot to right field. Nobody on, 1 out.
Up next,
Mike Marshall with a great catch.
third baseman.
And here's Chris Sabo. A single and a run. The biggest thing of this inning is they want to get a run. They just want to get 1 run and make it a 1-run game. We said this yesterday, the importance of an insurance run. Imagine their first batter as a double in the 9th inning. And imagine how big that insurance run is. The 0-1 with 1 out. It'll be 1-1. Alejandro Pena coming in. Trying, he might get a 2-inning save. Who knows? Sabo, that's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes now with 1 out. Pena, the 1-2 with 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. And fouled again. Sabo is staying alive. 1-2, 1 out. 2-2. He's trying to work his way on. 60,000 here will be here in the next game. It's either going to be 3-0 or 2-1. Oh, he struck him out on a low pitch. Oh, that would have been 3 balls, 2 strikes. And he struck him out way low. Good night there. The changeup. Two outs. Here's Cal Daniels. 1 for 2. Low ball 1, and Daniels. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here. When they call a strike, they brought it in a little bit. That first one must have been on the outside. 1-1, 2 outs. So way down, that's a strike there, easy. 1-2 now, 2 outs. Cal Daniels is 1 for 2. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Alejandro Pena. From Cal Daniels. High into right field. This should end the inning. Marshall's underneath, and the Reds are down to their final 3 outs. The Dodgers want to get some runs, no question about it. We go to the 9th.
Your attention, please. Now,
The Dodgers want to get some runs. Frank Williams, 1 game, 1 inning, 1 strikeout.
Williams.
Nobody's got a hit against him. All the batters hate him. Let's see if Frank Williams can hold the Dodgers here. Socia, 2 for 3. A double, a single, and an RBI.
Number 14.
First pitch. High pop fly, left field, underneath. Quick run and 1 catch. 1 out. As Cal Daniels.
Jeff Hamilton.
Here's Jeff Hamilton, 1 for 3, a single and an RBI. So the Dodgers trying to get a couple runs to make this a no question about it 9th inning. They would love just 1 run. That might be enough. 4-2 is probably enough, but they want to make sure. Swing and a miss there, 2 strikes. Rob Dibble in the bullpen in case they need him. The 0-2 with 1 out now to Hamilton. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Struck him out, and Hamilton, that's going to be 2 outs.
Now batting. Number 12.
That's going to be ball 1. One for 3 today. It'll be 3-0. There's going to be a strike to Danny Eep, who's 1 for 3. Sorry, I had to do a little bit. There, 3-1. Walked him. And Eep will get on first base. And now Alfredo Griffin will come up. He's 1 for 3, a single. And he ended up scoring a run. (4-2), the Dodgers trying to get 1 more run. On the ground and foul, 0-1. Alfredo Griffin. The 0-1. That's going to be a strike, 0-2, 2 outs. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Oh, and it hit him, and now the Dodgers have a little bit of a rally going. If Steve Sachs can get a base hit, the Dodgers get all the runs they need. And Frank Williams has put himself into a little bit of a hole. He can still get out of it if he needs to. And that's going to be a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Outside, 1-1. 1-1, and it'll be 2-1. At 2-1, it'll be 3-1 with 2 outs. Three-one pitch, and they're going to walk him again. They now have the bases loaded. So this is all of Frank Williams doing. Now the bases are loaded. All of this happened with 2 outs. Here's Franklin Stubbs, 0 for 4. Oh, this is it. This is game number 3 right now. This is game 3 right now. Williams 1-0. He can't hit the strike zone. Franklin Stubbs. And they give him a strike there. That could have easily been ball 2. 1-1 to Franklin Stubbs. High pop fly. He might have gotten out of this. Underneath is O'Neill, and he makes the catch. Wow, that rally came out of nowhere. The Reds are hoping to do the same thing. Davis, O'Neill, and Asaski. Their last chance.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Jay Howell will come in, and he will come in as the closer. Jay Howell, 6'3", 200. Here's Eric Davis. He flew out in the 6th inning.
Leading off for the Reds, the center fielder.
And Jay Howell. And that's going to be a strike up and inside. They didn't like that, especially since the strike zone they were given last inning. But you know what? Those high strikes, they were giving them all night. The Reds need 2 runs. A swing and a miss here. Davis has not made a lot of contact. There was that at-bat earlier where he had 3 swings and 3 misses all in a row. Nobody on, nobody out. The 0-2. It'll be 1-2. 1-2. Oh, and he didn't want that. Scioscia's underneath, 1 out. Dodgers feeling good about themselves now that they can get that pivotal game for us. Paul O'Neill, 1 for 3, doubled, and 2 RBI. And here's Jay Howell now against Paul O'Neill. And a swing and a miss there, 0-1. That first pitch strike is so big. Cincinnati needs somebody on to get the tying run to the plate. They scored in the 1st inning, and that was it. 1-1. That was it. O'Neill, a 2-run RBI, and that was it. O'Neill fouls it off again. 1-2. 1-2 with 1 out. Paul O'Neill, and 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Struck him out. There's 2 outs, and the Reds are down to their last out.
Now batting, number 12.
The Reds are down to their last out now, and the Dodgers want to get their first game of the series. Nick Asaski. He could be the last one. He's 0 for 2 today. Ball 1. He walked in the 1st inning. He just needs to get on base if you're Cincinnati. And then I believe you got Ken Griffey Sr. coming up, who's hit his fair share of great home runs. Swing and a miss there, 1-1. Remember Joe Morgan? He was the old Big Red Machine. He was on the Phillies in the 83 replay, and now they're down to their last strike. Howell, and this will be the last strike here. Howell, can he get a Sasky? He does! Oh! He didn't like that call, but he's been given that eye strike all night, and we set it, and the Dodgers have a 4-2 win. And the LA Dodgers are able to cut the lead to 2-1. Jay Howell comes in, gets the save, and the LA Dodgers 4-2 winners. It was a wild first couple innings, and then everybody settled down in the fifth inning. They got two more. They doubled up the number of hits and the number of runs, and the LA Dodgers 4-2 winners. And it's now 2-1, as that was a huge win for the Dodgers. A very big win. They came back, and I would say they dominated. One hit in the last 8 innings? That was incredible. The highlights, Paul O'Neill in the first inning was 2-0, and people thought, oh no, the Reds could do it. But before they even got out, they tied the game. Before they even got out. And then Paul O'Neill, what a great catch. That was big in right field, and this is Jay Howell. Good night, and a Sasky. They got a Sasky in that same high pitch. Good night. And that's it. 4-2, your post-game show coming up. Player of the game, Tim Belcher. He surely didn't look like it early, but he was all right. And now we're going to go to the stats for the game as the Dodgers a 4-2 win. There it is for the Dodgers. Multiple hits by only Steve Sachs and Mike Scioscia. 8 on the day. They struck out 7 times. They did walk 4 times. There you see donuts from Stubbs, Gibson, and Marshall. Those 3, they got to pick it up. Marshall is now still hitting 400. He had a great first 2 games, so might have been a little bit of a correction there. Mike Scioscia is up to 333. Hamilton. So the Dodgers are starting to hit and find their form. That's going to be big for Cincinnati. Batting, Sachs and Scioscia with doubles. RBI, Sachs, Gibson, Scioscia, and Hamilton. Hit by pitches, Griffin, and grounded into a double play is Griffin. Base running, stolen bases is Griffin, and Hamilton was caught stealing. For Cincinnati, Larkin had a donut. Sabo and Daniels, they got hits. Nobody got multiple hits. For Cincinnati, Larkin the donut, Davis the donut, Isaski and Griffey Sr. the donut, Treadway the donut. You take a look, Eric Davis is 166 now. The Reds struck out 9 times. You can see they only have 2 batters, 300 or above. Paul O'Neill was 1 for 4 today, and Treadway 0 for 3, but he's down to 300. And they're starting to sink a little bit with their hitting. The next game is going to be big. Daniels, O'Neill, and Diaz, 3 doubles. 3 of their 4 hits were doubles. RBI, remember, Paul O'Neill had a double there. The error was Chris Sabo, and Larkin was caught stealing. They ended up walking 3 times, not striking out 9 times. The pitching. All of the runs were earned today, so the error didn't really hurt. Tim Belcher gave up 4 hits in 7 innings. Early on, it was like, are you kidding me? He struggled mightily. But then he came back and pitched really well. Alejandro Pena and Howell both didn't give up a hit. And they struck out 3 in 2 innings combined. For Cincinnati, Jose Rio just had a tough day. Giving up 8 hits, 4 runs, both of them earned, striking out 2, walking 2. Burt says pitched well. Murphy and Williams, they didn't give up a hit. They didn't give up a hit at all. None of the relievers gave up a hit. That's 6 total innings. 6 total sides, I should say. 3 full innings. And nobody got a hit. A walk was Williams. Yeah, he kind of made that kind of crazy. So the walk of Williams, that was in the top of the 9th inning, but he ended up getting what he needed to. Taking a look at the bigger picture, there you see Cincinnati's lead is now 2-1 on the LA Dodgers. Minnesota's up 3-0. Toronto and Oakland tied at 1. Pittsburgh and the New York Mets. The Mets have not even scored yet. When you take a look at the next day, Oakland and Toronto will be the first game. That series is tied at 1. Remember, Toronto won 11-1 in their last game. Dave Stieb, the pitcher who pitched the wild card game, will start off against Storm Davis. Boston and Minnesota will be the next game. That will probably be maybe our Sunday game, depending on, we might have Oakland and Toronto from Exhibition Field tonight, Pakistan time. Boston, Minnesota, that'll be for the sweep. Roger Clemens 0-1 versus Frank Tolliver. Never heard of him. LA and Cincinnati will be the next game. John Tudor against Robinson. And LA trying to tie the series up. And then New York and Pittsburgh in Game 3 there. Ron Darling against Doug Drabeck. And Doug Drabeck, a good pitcher. And that sort of matchup right there, who knows? The New York has still not scored a run against Pittsburgh. And they're going to be playing at Three Rivers Stadium. Exhibition Stadium in Toronto and the Metrodome in Minnesota. Have a great day, everyone. We will see you next time. Thank you for joining in. I'm really, really appreciative. Have a great day.